Hi, welcome everyone to my just quick video. So I've decided I wanted to talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon and what I hope from it. There's a lot. I've seen people excited for it, and I've also seen a lot of people not excited for it, which is typical. I mean, a video game company cannot design a game that appeals to everyone. There's always gonna be some people who don't like what they put out, and it just happens. But the majority of people who I've seen online, on YouTube, on Twitter, Facebook, etc., are excited about this game. I'm excited about it. I cannot wait. I want it to be November 18th now. Um, I'm getting Pokemon Sun for myself and then Moon for my best friend. Yeah, so we've gotten a lot of info over the last couple of months. I did not expect any info up until now. Really, we've gotten a lot of trailers, new Pokemon announced. I think we're up to 50. Are we there yet? I forget where we're at. Just a minute. Let me. I forget where we're at with Pokemon being announced and everything. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, so we're at over 50 new Pokemon announced for this region. This does include not new, but this new forms, etc. So it's amazing. I'm wondering. I don't know if they'll do this, but if we get 150 new Pokemon with this game, just because this is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, and Game Freak has to go big for this. They have to do something amazing, which they are. I fully expected this game to be like the others, where you get 8 gym badges, you beat the Elite Four, and maybe there's something in the post game. The whole thing with the trial captains and doing trials in general sounds really interesting to me. I'm kind of curious to see how that's gonna work. Something I'm kind of concerned about is leveling your Pokemon up. Typically, a lot of that happens during the main story, and if the trials don't focus on battling a lot. I'm wondering how leveling's gonna work. I'm sure Game Freak has it all figured out, and they know what they're doing. So that's great. Another thing I wanted to talk about was that we now the Evo team that was announced. I want to say last month. Whenever they were announced, I don't remember what date they were announced on. But Team Skull looks like the team Team Rocket, which that's what a lot of people are comparing them to, which I honestly think that they are a lot like them, and I like that. So far we don't know what the grand plot is. So far they just messed with trials, just steal people's Pokemon. Team Rocket kind of did the same thing. So I'm wondering, are they not gonna desire to take over the world, or what's their big plan? I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's Okay, so next I wanted to talk about was the introduction of the Ride Pokemon, and a lot of people are speculating that this will be the end of HM moves for the Pokemon franchise. I, however, disagree. I think that they will still exist, but maybe just not in this region. Like the other form Pokemon, I really doubt that those will appear in other regions. So you will have to own Pokemon Sun or Moon, and or have someone trade it over to you to get those special Pokemon. So when the new games come out, if they happen to be a remake of Diamond and Pearl, you will not be able to catch a lot of Pokemon in the Sinnoh region. It's not going to happen. So for the HMs, the Ride Pokemon, I think those are exclusive to Lola, and they are just here to kind of work on a new idea. But I think HMs and TMs are still going to be a thing for Pokemon games. I'm excited that they're not it may not be in this region because I don't like when I'm building a team. I don't want them to like I hate having HMs in my Pokemon when I'm building a team because I have to get rid of some moves that I'd rather not get rid of. Especially in Gen 3, like you need at least several Pokemon that know HM moves, and it's ridiculous. Another thing I wanted to talk about was the Z moves. Those were announced. I wasn't quite sure what to think of those initially. Like, I was like, okay, so is this replacing Mega Evolution or what is this? Not much was said about it. In fact, we didn't even know the Pikachu shooting lightning out of his mouth. We didn't even know that was a Z move at the time. It was just there and like, okay, we thought that was like Thunderbolt or something like that. But it turned out to be a Z move. And then something that Nintendo did was they made so every Pokemon can use a Z move. So each type gets their own Z move. So I'm really curious to see what they come up with for those. And then I was also worried, like, okay, how is Z moves going to work? Like, would they be like Mega Evolution, where they can only use them once per battle, or like could you spam these? And I'm really glad that they're only once per battle. So, and you can't just like you can't choose what Z move to use. Like, okay, so like say you have 3 Pokemon, you have a Fire, Grass, and Psychic. You can only use the, like, say your Z-Wing is for Psychic. You can only use the Psychic move with that. So you can't, like, your opponent has, like, a Pokemon that would be weak to Grass. You can't do the Grass type move, the Z move, unless you thought ahead of that. So I think that would bring a lot of strategy into the competitive gameplay. It will force people to think more and, like, okay, what, like, for like Wi-Fi battles when like you can see opponent's team, you have to think about what Pokemon might have that Z move, what would make sense, and what you can do. So I think it's great, and yeah. Okay, next I wanted to talk about, where is it? I'm on the Pokemon website. The Rotom Pokedex. It's something old that they announced, but they really haven't touched on this. I'm wondering, like, is this not like such a big feature that they're like that we thought it was, or maybe they're just waiting for the right time to announce it? I really don't know. I think it's kind of a cool feature, and I'm hoping the Rotom Pokedex actually talks in game with an option to silence it if you are like in a place where you like, yeah. But like if we could talk in the game, that'd be amazing. So I'm hoping we get more info on that very shortly. The final thing I wanted to talk about would be is, do you think that they'll have like how they're going to handle distributions in Sun and Moon? Like, I'm wondering if they're still going to have I would imagine they'll have the Wi-Fi network still, like the Nintendo network. I imagine they'll still have that. But I'm hoping they stop with the region-specific giveaways, because it's not fair to a lot of people. Like when they were doing, like, no, what were they doing? Like when Mew came out for the original Red and Blue, Green, whatever it was, that was only available in Japan, so like you couldn't have Mew. So I hope that when they bring out new Pokemon and for the giveaways, it's available to everyone worldwide. Because I mean, the games are available worldwide, except if you live in the UK, then you have to wait an extra week. Still don't know why they did that. Maybe it's, I don't know. But like, I just hope they combine like the giveaways for everyone around the world, and I hope they stop doing GameStop giveaways. Now, I live like, I have a 10-minute bike ride to get to a GameStop where I live, which that's great. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone will have access to GameStop where they can go and get a code. It's something that Nintendo has started doing is second chance giveaways, which is like if you missed a Pokemon, you do have another chance to get like a couple months later via the Nintendo Network, which is great. But they should just do that Nintendo Network from the get-go, because anyone can do that. All they have to do is find a Wi-Fi source, which could be at like a park. Well, I live, our parks have Wi-Fi, which is great. So like you could do it in the park, you could do it in the library, a coffee shop, whatever, and you can get the Pokemon that way. I do hope that they don't do McDonald's distributions in the future. When they were doing, what Pokemon was that? Whatever Pokemon they were doing for the GameStop giveaway, like my local GameStop could not do the giveaway. Like, they knew it was going on, they just didn't know why the system wasn't working. And it's because the Wi-Fi network wasn't set up correctly. The name, which was what the 3DS was looking for, didn't exist for my local McDonald's at our 2 locations we have in my town. So Nintendo does need to communicate a bit more. Like, they need to send out newsletters to the companies and say, hey, you need this in order to work. Okay, so that's about all I wanted to talk about. This video is already about 12 minutes long. Go ahead and leave your comments down below with what you think will be like else in this game, what you think they'll announce. Yeah, so thanks for listening to me ramble on for like 12 minutes. If you like to hear these kind of videos, go ahead and thumbs this video up. If not, thumbs down. Subscribe, that'd be great. Other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.